Well, hello friends, and welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to taste a little bit of whiskey from the Emerald Isle. We're going to taste Proper 12. This is Conor McGregor's whiskey, and this is the first in a brand new series we're calling Celebrity Spirits. So what we want to find out today, does Conor McGregor's whiskey suck? That's what we're going to do. Let's crack this open, and I'll tell you about it. Alrighty friends, we are poured. We have a dram of Proper 12. Now, Proper 12 comes to us courtesy of the marketing genius of Conor McGregor. For those of you who don't know, Conor McGregor is a two-division UFC champion. He was the champion at featherweight, and he went up in weight to lightweight, won that belt as well, and since doing so has gone on to fight Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match, which he did not win, and amass an empire under this Proper 12 banner, and hasn't done a whole lot in MMA since. He had a win against Cowboy Cerrone, but he does sit atop the highest paid athletes list, and the vast majority of that comes courtesy of this whiskey right here, Proper 12. Now, let's face it, there's a lot of celebrity spirits out there, and absolutely none of them are actually distilled or brewed or anything by the celebrity, save for one that I can think of, and that would be Maynard James Keenan's wine. He is actually a winemaker. He's the lead singer of Tool. But obviously they put people around them and they get this done. So Conor McGregor has a gentleman in charge of Proper 12 who used to be kind of a head muckety-muck over at Guinness, I believe. His name escapes me at the moment. Whatever. But we're gonna dive into this thing and get into some Proper 12 now. The name itself is not from an aging statement or anything. This is a non-age statement whiskey. I believe it has to do with the postal code that Conor grew up in. So it's kind of an homage to his upbringing there. So, you know, without further, let's go ahead and get it on the nose. Boy. Citrusy. Kind of a stringent. It's not the most pleasant nose. I get a little apple, like green apple maybe. Almost metallic. That's Very much you get the ethanol. That's not hidden amongst flavors at all. There's something there I can't quite make out. It's underneath this apple I'm getting. I'm getting an apple and a bit of a metallic kind of texture to it, but almost sour. It's very strange. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that nose. I don't mind the color. That's a nice color. Kind of light, you know. You're not getting that typical Irish butter cookie or shortbread cookie. You're not getting that buttery flavor. It's much sharper. It's much, I know I've said this word already, but astringent. It's almost like witch hazel. It's almost like witch hazel. Oh yeah, weird. Oh no. Oh man, okay. That's unexpected, right? All right. That's definitely, it's like a witch hazel. If you've ever gotten that and you put it on, like when you were a kid, if you had acne, like like a kind of a wives' tale, I think, but you put it on like a cotton swab and you put it on your face. I've tried it. I don't think it helped my childhood acne at all, or my adolescent acne, but that smell sticks with you. And here it is in Mystic Max whiskey here. All right, well, let's taste it. Slunch. My. Oh boy. I think I used the word earlier, sharp. That taste is sharp. Not subtle at all. Very thin on the mouthfeel. The flavors are subtle to the point of almost not being there. I get a little bit of that green apple once again. A little bit of that metallic-y taste definitely comes back in. It tastes similar to how a copper mug for a Moscow Mule smells. If you just have a clean one and you smell the inside of that copper mug, it tastes similar to that. And I am not a particular fan of my shit tasting like a penny. And that's what's happening here. Man. Okay, it's getting a little better, I'm not gonna lie. I'm coming along to something here. Still no butter, still no smoothness, no richness of flavor. It's still very sharp. That apple comes in again. Oh man, my friends, I don't like it. That's not good. Wow. Yeah, personally, again, taste is subjective. My subjective taste on this is that it isn't good. Man, hopefully Conor doesn't see this. Do know there was an incident in a bar with an older gentleman. I think it might have had something to do with this. I don't know, guys. Sometimes with whiskey, when you're like, it's funny. The label even says rich and smooth. Well, I respectfully disagree. Aged 4 years in bourbon barrels. You don't really get much of the bourbon you don't really get the bourbony, you don't get smoke really. It's just kind of metallic. Witch hazel. Fine blend of golden grain and full flavored malted barley. I'm barely getting any barley. There's a little bit of tannin, I suppose, and like a little bit of wood tannin at the end. It's like, that's like sitting on my mouth right now. You're probably thinking, you said you don't like it, why do you keep drinking it? I do it for the internet. Look, sometimes when whiskey's not good, I'll say, this might be a good mixer. I wouldn't mix this in a cocktail. This might be my least favorite whiskey, like proper whiskey, not like a, like a flavored Fireball or some other bullshit. This is very likely to be my least favorite whiskey I've ever tasted thus far. Yep. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, Conor. Be nice to me. He'll never see this. And I'll never see him, unfortunately. Boy, guys, stay away from this one. That's the video today. I wish it was better. I really do. It's a very affordable whiskey, and it might be just the thing for you. Like, this might be the whiskey that you like. This might be great over ice. Would certainly take some of that, the metallic quality away. But for me, I'm missing that smoothness and that richness, and it hasn't been replaced by anything equally pleasant. There's a slight green apple, very much metallic, and a lot of like what I'm describing as witch hazel on the nose, and all of that adds up to a very unpleasant drinking experience. So I do not recommend this. I don't really like it, but surely out there for someone, it is your drink, as all drinks are. So that is the video today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this is your first time, perhaps consider subscribing. Would help us out. Also helps us out and costs you nothing to smash that like button and even share some of this with your friends. Don't share it with Conor McGregor. I'd appreciate that. But I'd love to hear from you as well. Proper 12. Have you had it? What's your experience? Did you like it? This is a tough one, guys. What can you do? Until next time, as we say, to good friends and good spirits.